The relationship between the United States and Ukraine has been profoundly shaped by a complex interplay of historical events, geopolitical interests, and shared democratic values. Emerging from the ashes of the Soviet Union, Ukraine's declaration of independence in 1991 marked a pivotal moment in its history, one in which the United States played a crucial role in supporting its sovereignty and territorial integrity. This support has been unwavering, even in the face of Russian aggression, which has tested the resilience of the US-Ukraine partnership. The 2014 annexation of Crimea by Russia and the subsequent conflict in eastern Ukraine underscored the fragility of peace in the region and highlighted the importance of US support for Ukraine's security and stability. The United States responded with military aid, economic assistance, and diplomatic pressure on Russia, demonstrating its commitment to upholding international law and deterring further aggression. However, the intricate web of geopolitical interests surrounding Ukraine has also led to periods of tension and uncertainty in its relationship with the United States. Differing perspectives on how best to engage with Russia, coupled with domestic political considerations, have at times complicated the US approach to Ukraine. Despite these challenges, the shared commitment to democratic principles and a rules-based international order has provided a solid foundation for US-Ukraine relations. The recent mineral deal between the two countries, while potentially transformative, must be viewed within this broader historical and geopolitical context. The draft agreement on minerals and resources between Ukraine and the United States has sent shockwaves through the international community, raising questions about its potential implications for both countries and the wider region. At the heart of this deal lies access to Ukraine's vast reserves of raw materials, estimated to be worth over $10 trillion. These resources, including rare earth minerals, lithium, graphite, titanium, and zirconium, are essential components in a wide range of modern technologies, from smartphones and electric vehicles to defense systems and renewable energy infrastructure. The agreement, as it stands, grants the United States a 50% share of the revenues generated from new mining, oil, and gas projects in Ukraine. This revenue-sharing mechanism has drawn comparisons to the Treaty of Versailles, with critics arguing that it places an unfair burden on Ukraine, particularly as it recovers from the devastating economic impact of the ongoing conflict. Proponents of the deal, however, argue that it represents a strategic investment in Ukraine's future, providing much-needed capital for reconstruction and economic development. They contend that the influx of investment from the United States will create jobs, boost economic growth, and help to stabilize Ukraine's fragile economy. The deal's potential impact on global supply chains is another key consideration. As the United States seeks to reduce its reliance on China for critical minerals, Ukraine, with its vast untapped reserves, presents an attractive alternative source. However, concerns remain about the feasibility of rapidly scaling up mining operations in Ukraine, particularly given the ongoing security challenges and the need to ensure environmentally responsible practices. President Volodymyr Zelensky has emerged as a pivotal figure in Ukraine's tumultuous journey since assuming office in 2019. Thrust into a leadership role amidst a backdrop of conflict and political upheaval, Zelensky has demonstrated remarkable resilience and a steely determination to safeguard Ukraine's sovereignty and chart a course towards a more prosperous future. The negotiation of the minerals deal with the United States presented Zelensky with a formidable challenge, requiring him to strike a delicate balance between securing much-needed investment for Ukraine and protecting its national interests. Zelensky's negotiating strategy has been characterized by a combination of pragmatism, unwavering resolve, and a deep understanding of the geopolitical complexities at play. Early reports suggest that Zelensky played a key role in securing more favorable terms for Ukraine, including the rejection of an earlier proposal that would have seen the United States receive a fixed sum of $500 billion. Instead, the current draft agreement focuses on revenue sharing from new projects, ensuring that Ukraine retains control over its resources and benefits from their exploitation. Zelensky's ability to stand firm in the face of pressure from a global superpower underscores his commitment to securing the best possible outcome for Ukraine. His negotiating prowess has earned him praise both domestically and internationally, solidifying his image as a shrewd and capable leader on the world stage. However, the true measure of Zelensky's success in negotiating this deal will lie in its long-term implications for Ukraine's economy, security, and geopolitical standing. Section 4. The spectre of aggression, security concerns and the absence of guarantees. The shadow of Russian aggression looms large over the Ukraine-US minerals deal, raising concerns about the agreement's ability to withstand the unpredictable dynamics of the region. While the influx of investment from the United States could potentially deter further Russian aggression, the deal itself lacks explicit security guarantees for Ukraine. This absence of concrete security assurances has fueled anxieties in Kyiv, where officials remain wary of Russia's intentions and its willingness to use military force to achieve its geopolitical objectives. The memory of the 2014 annexation of Crimea and the ongoing conflict in eastern Ukraine serves as a stark reminder of the ever-present threat posed by Russia. The United States has argued that the deal's economic benefits will indirectly enhance Ukraine's security by bolstering its economy and strengthening its resilience. However, this line of reasoning has done little to assuage concerns in Ukraine, where many believe that economic prosperity alone is insufficient to deter a determined and well-armed adversary. The lack of explicit security guarantees in the deal also raises questions about the United States' commitment to defending Ukraine in the event of further Russian aggression. While the Biden administration has reaffirmed its support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, the deal's silence on security matters has left some analysts wondering whether the United States is willing to put its money where its mouth is. The absence of robust security provisions in the minerals deal represents a significant omission, one that could have far-reaching consequences for Ukraine's long-term security and stability. Until these concerns are addressed, the deal will likely continue to be viewed with a degree of skepticism and apprehension in Kyiv. Section 5. Shifting Sands. The deal's impact on US-Russia relations. The Ukraine-US minerals deal has sent ripples of unease through the already strained relationship between Washington and Moscow, signaling a potential shift in the geopolitical landscape. Russia, which views Ukraine as part of its sphere of influence, is likely to perceive the deal as a direct challenge to its interests in the region. The Kremlin has already voiced its opposition to the agreement, accusing the United States of seeking to undermine Russia's economic and strategic position. Moscow is particularly concerned about the potential for the deal to strengthen Ukraine's ties with the West, further diminishing Russia's influence over its neighbor. The deal comes at a time when US-Russia relations are already at a low point, strained by a range of issues, including the conflict in Ukraine, election interference, and cyber attacks. The agreement is likely to further exacerbate tensions between the two countries, reducing the prospects for cooperation on other pressing global challenges. The Biden administration has attempted to downplay the deal's geopolitical implications, insisting that it is purely an economic agreement aimed at supporting Ukraine's development. However, this assertion is unlikely to convince Moscow, which views the deal through the lens of its own strategic rivalry with the West. The deal's impact on US-Russia relations will depend in part on how both sides choose to respond. A measured and pragmatic approach from both Washington and Moscow could help to mitigate the risk of escalation. However, if either side perceives the deal as a zero-sum game, it could lead to a further deterioration in relations, with potentially dangerous consequences for regional stability.
So hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.